This week, I'm going to lead you through a back bending practice. We're going to start from smaller back bends and slowly build up to a bit bigger ones so you can slowly ease your body into those back bends. Let's get started. For this week's practice, you don't necessarily need any props, but if you like to use blocks, then you could have 1 or 2 blocks somewhere next to your mat. But other than that, this might be a prop-free practice, although we are going to do a camel pose. So if you know that you need something to cushion your knees, then have a blanket or some pillows there for your knees. Other than that, we shouldn't need any props. And then we're going to start from lying down on the back. So bring yourself into a comfortable pose. It could be Savasana pose. We're going to spend here just a moment to check in with the breath. Check in with how we are feeling now in the beginning of the practice. So you could take a few slightly slower breaths in and out. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose or mouth. As I said, we're going to start with some smaller back bends and with some opening around the shoulders, around the hip area. So see also what your body needs to find those back bends, and if there's something more you need to do, you can always deviate from what I'm suggesting and find your own way through the practice. I'm suggesting that with your next few breaths, we would bend the knees, step feet onto the mat, and open arms into a cactus shape, and then do a few windshield wipers. So a few times swing the knees, swing the legs from side to side. You might turn head from side to side as well. And then slowly bring your legs back to center. Bring arms down next to your sides, and we'll start with some bridge poses. Now focus on your feet, inner thighs, and as you exhale, press your feet onto the mat. Elevate your back, your pelvis off the mat, opening the front. With your next exhalation, release the back and pelvis onto the floor. Inhale. And same again. As you exhale, press the feet down. Keep your inner thighs engaged, opening through the front. And as you exhale, release the back and pelvis down. One more round. With your next exhalation, press the feet down, elevate the pelvis, the back off the mat, and now stay here for about 3 breaths. If you want, you can bring your shoulder blades closer together, even interlock fingers under the pelvis. But really focus on your feet, the feet actively pressing down, inner thighs engaged. Make sure you can still breathe. And then as you exhale, slowly release your back, your pelvis down, and then lean your knees to your right side. You can have your legs maybe almost on top of each other. We'll start to circle our left arm. So now we're going to bring left arm in front of us, fingertips close to the mat. Inhale and exhale, circle that left arm overhead. Open the chest into a twist. And same again, circle left arm in front of you, then overhead, open your chest into a twist. Same 2 more times, allowing your spine, your shoulders to move. And try to keep the left hand fingers close to the mat. 1 more round, circling, opening the left shoulder, the chest area, and then stay in that twist. pause there. Breathe in and out. And then slowly leave your chest open, bring your legs up to center. And now bring your knees, your legs to your left side. So you kind of roll onto the left side, and we'll do same, moving our right arm. So now right arm starts to circle in front of you, goes overhead, then open the chest into that twist. And the right arm goes behind you and back in front of you. So again, circle the right arm up and over, opening the chest. You might even follow the hand with your gaze. 2 more rounds, 2 more circles. Follow your own breath and allow the spine, allow your shoulders to move. 1 more time, circle the right arm. And now leave your chest open again, stay in that twist. Breath or 2. Breathe in and out. And then slowly again, roll onto your back. Bring legs back to center. And from here, you could extend your legs and roll all the way down onto your belly. So now turn to lie down on your front. And from here, we're going to open the right arm out to the right side of the mat in a cactus shape again. Your right elbow about shoulder height. And from here, press your left hand down. You could keep your right leg extended and see if you could bend your left knee, even step the left foot behind you. Or you could bend your both knees so that they are on your left side. But coming into a stretch, opening for the chest, for the pecs area. And stay there, a breath in and out. So finding opening at the front of the right shoulder. And then exhale, come back onto your belly, release the legs. Change arms the other way around. So now open your left arm out to your left side. Again, check your left elbow is about shoulder height. And then press the right hand down. You can keep the left leg extended and bend the right knee. Maybe stepping the right foot on the mat behind you. Or you might bend both knees, a bit like you had in that twist. And again, breath or 2 in and out. And then slowly release the legs, come back onto your belly. And now bring your arms next to your sides. We'll go into some locust poses. First round, keep your palms on the mat first. Extend your legs behind you. Reach head forward. Exhale, draw in through the lower belly. Press your pelvis down. And as you inhale, open your chest away from the mat. And exhale, release back down. Same again. With your inhalation, peel your chest off the mat. Still keeping your legs down. If you want, you could now elevate your palms off the mat. Exhale again, release your chest, your head back down. 2 more rounds. With the in-breath, peel the chest off the mat. You could lift your hands off the mat. Maybe even rotate your palms out to the sides. Exhale, release down. 1 more round. As you inhale, peel the chest off the mat. Keep your legs long. Now stay here for 3 breaths. You could hover your hands off the mat. Or, like in the bridge, you could bring hands together behind the pelvis. Extend the arms. That might help you to open the shoulders, the chest even more. Keep your neck long. Keep your legs long. Make sure you're still breathing. Take another breath in and out. And then exhale, slowly release your chest down. Step hands under the shoulders. lift onto hands and knees. And now round your back into child's pose. So lean your pelvis towards the feet. Let your head drop down. And take a couple of breaths in and out. Take one more breath in and out in child's pose. And then slowly bring yourself back onto hands and knees. Now leave your hips about on top of your knees. Walk hands further forward. Inhale. And exhale, lower your chest down into the puppy pose. You could keep your arms extended. That might be a stronger pose for your shoulders. Or you could bend the elbows. And you could lean either your forehead down, or you could have your chin on the mat. Take 3 breaths in and out. Allow your chest to melt down towards the mat. So the other name for the pose is the melting heart pose. So releasing, opening through the shoulders, allowing a bit of a back bending going on. Take another breath in and out. And then inhale, start to round your back and lift yourself back onto hands and knees. Bring hands almost under the shoulders or maybe slightly further forward. Now tuck your toes under, lift your pelvis up into a brief downward dog. Head can drop down. You can allow your heels to drop down. Take another breath in and out. And then from your downward dog, step your left foot forward to the outside of your left hand and lower your right knee down. You can even release the right foot toes. I'm going to come into a low lizard pose. So here, you could let your pelvis lower down and you can walk your left foot further out, maybe even allow the weight to drop to the outer edge of that left foot. Either stay on 2 hands, or if you want, you could inhale, reach the left arm up. So you're twisting, opening your chest, opening that left shoulder. Breathe once more in and out. And then if you have your left arm up, exhale, bring that left hand down. Tuck your right foot toes under to lift your right knee off the mat. And then turn into a half squat. So you turn towards the long side of the mat, opening the left hip, extending the right leg out to the side. And breathe here in and out. Again, either keep both hands on the mat or just leave your left hand on the mat. And now inhale, twist out to the right. So right arm could be reaching up. Breathing here in and out. And then if you have right arm up, bring that hand down. And we're going to travel to the other side. So you could bring both hands down and then turn into that half squat on the other side. So now bending your right knee, leaving the left leg open out on the side. And again, either 2 hands on the mat. Make sure you're actively rotating open through that right hip. Or other option, right hand stays down. Inhale, twist out to the left. So you can actively opening through the shoulders, through the chest. Breathe in and out. And then exhale, release both hands down. We'll turn into that lizard pose. So weight on your hands, turn towards the right foot. Lower your left knee down and you can walk the right foot further out to the side. That might give a bit more space to lower the pelvis down. And again, you can rotate the right hip open. Either keep both hands on the mat or leave the left hand down, and then again, you could twist out to the right, reaching the right arm up. Actively turning the chest bone and press down through that left arm. So we're not collapsing on the shoulders, we're actively strengthening through the shoulders as well. And then exhale, bring both hands onto the mat. Tuck your left foot toes under And we're going to lift into a downward facing dog. You can take a couple of steps here from one foot to the other. And then start to send your heels down slowly. Walk your hands to your feet so that you arrive onto your feet in a full forward bend. As you inhale, extend the back into flat back. Knees could be bent. Exhale, bend down, that full forward bend. Allow your heavy head to drop down. Feel the weight is on the heels and on the fronts of the feet. Knees can be bent, or you could start to extend the legs. Take another breath in and out. And then from your forward bend, slowly as you inhale, start to roll the back up. You could reach your arms up as well. Open the chest. And exhale, bring arms down. Breathe in and out. Roll the shoulders. And then from here, we're going to go into a balancing warrior 3. So step your right foot somewhere in the middle of the mat. And either bring hands together or open your arms. We're going to inhale, reach the back long, reach the left leg long. Exhale, you could start to fly forward into your balancing warrior 3. Now you can bend your standing leg if you want. But find the edge where you feel that you are breathing. If you want, you could bring hands together behind the back. Open the chest, the shoulders even more. But try to maintain that long line from head to your left foot. Take another breath in and out. And then as you inhale, lift yourself up. Bring left knee towards the chest. Hug the left knee in. And exhale, release the left foot down. Shift the weight onto your left foot. We'll find warrior 3 on this other side again. You could have your palms together or arms open. Inhale to reach your back long. Exhale, fold forward from the hips, but keep your back long, reaching the right foot behind you. Again, feel free to adjust where the arms are. Maybe you want to bring hands together behind the back, opening the chest. But feeling that strong back line from your head through the back, all the way to that right leg. It's all part of the pose. Take another breath in and out. And then as you inhale, lift yourself up. Bring your feet down, release the arms. And now as you inhale, reach your arms up, open the chest. Exhale, bring hands behind your back. Elbows drawing in. Inhale, lift your chest bone up. We're going to standing back bend. We're going to exhale, lift the chest bone up. And keep your legs active here. Feel the heels connected to the floor. And from that support, you're lifting all the way up to your chest. Maybe you're looking a bit higher up. You can draw the elbows slightly down and back. Take another breath in and out. Resist with the front side. And then as you inhale, lift yourself up. And now exhale, round your back into that full forward bend. And this time you can hold your elbows and swing from side to side. Again, you could bend your knees. Allow this to be a very fluid forward bend. Keep moving from side to side. Take another couple of swings from side to side. And then we're going to slowly travel back up. So bring yourself to center. Deeply bend the knees. Inhale, roll the back up. If you want, you can reach the arms up as well. And then bring palms together in front of the chest. Now try to maintain that connection between your feet and the mat. We're going to go into the balancing bow or the dancer pose. So make sure you have some space in front of you, behind you. Shift weight onto your right foot. And now bend your left knee behind you. Bring your thighs a bit closer together. Find that support through the front side, kind of drawing, resisting in. Inhale, lengthen right arm up or in front of you. And this could be your dancer pose. If you want, you could inhale, exhale, fly forward, and at the same time gently kick the left leg up and back. So behind you, creating an opening across the chest. There's a back bend. But keep reaching forward and back so you have those two lines moving in opposite directions. Keep inner thighs engaged. Take another breath in and out. And then as you inhale, slowly come back to center and release your feet. You can roll the shoulders. And from here, we'll go to the other side. I'll turn the other way. So now standing on the left foot, bend your right knee and hold your right foot. You could hold either the inside or outside of that foot. Then lengthen the left arm out. It could be in front of you, it could be over the head. And either stay there or slowly start to fly forward with your chest at the same time, kicking the right leg behind you. So you have again those two opposite forces moving away from each other. You're actively reaching forward and back. And still breathe, maybe breathing more to the chest space now. Take another breath in and out. And then as you inhale, bring yourself back up to center. And now bring your right knee towards the chest, towards the belly. Hug the knee in. And then release your foot down. Release your arms down. Breathe in and out. Just feel the weight on 2 feet. And from here, we're going to go back down and into downward dog. So now lengthen arms up. Breathe in and exhale. Bend down, folding forward. Head can drop down. From that forward bend, you can walk your hands and feet apart. You could step your hands forward. You could step your feet back. Head dropping down. Breathe in and out. And then from this downward dog, bring your knees down and find your way into child's pose. Take a couple of breaths in child's pose, just letting your back, your breath to rest. And then slowly bring yourself up to standing on your knees. We're going to travel into that camel pose now. So if you need to bring something soft under the knees, this would be the moment to do that. And then we're going to tuck the toes under if you want, or just leave your feet relaxed. And we're going to do like we did in the standing back bend. So have hands behind your pelvis. And now as you inhale, start to lift up through your chest bone. Inner thighs engaged. Exhale, lean into a back bend, opening through the chest. And you can keep hands on your back, or if you want to go further, bring hands onto your heels, onto your ankles, onto your feet, and keep lifting up. So lifting up through that chest bone. Head might lean further back, but that's very optional. You can also keep drawing chin to your chest. Take another breath in and out. And then slowly bring hands onto your back. Lift yourself up. And then bring yourself onto hands and knees. Circle the weight from hands to knees a few times. So a few circles, allowing the shoulders, the hips to move. You can change direction. So keep the flow going on. And then bring yourself to center. And we're going to turn onto our back. So you could lean into a seat and then bring yourself onto your back. Similar place we had in the beginning. And we're going to do a few windshield wipers again. So you could open arms out to the sides, to swing the legs. We're preparing to go either into a second bridge, or you have an option for a wheel today. So with your next couple of breaths, bring your legs back to center. Again, feet could be hip width apart, they could be a bit wider. If you want to go into the bridge, same thing as in the beginning, bring arms next to your sides. If you're going for the wheel, if you are familiar with the wheel pose, step hands next to your head, fingers pointing towards your heels about. Inhale and exhale. And then with your next exhalation, press the feet down, lift the pelvis up, lift the back off the mat. And if you go for the wheel, lift finally your upper back, your shoulders, your head off the mat. So you find the weight onto your hands and feet. Now keep inner thighs engaged wherever you are, whether it's a bridge or a wheel. And breathe. Try to take 3 more breaths in and out. If there's any pain in the back, come down earlier. The breath might be quite shallow. That's very normal. And then after 3 breaths, if you're coming down from the wheel, bring your chin to your chest, lower your shoulders down first, and then your back, then your pelvis. And you could hug knees in to the chest and just rock from side to side a few times. And then from that rocking movement, we're going to move into happy baby. So you could let the movement calm down and either keep hugging the knees, that is very, very good option, or open legs wider apart, reach hands for the feet or ankles or backs of the knees. And then you could lift your feet up towards the ceiling. And you might start rocking from side to side again. So movement is always welcome. You can also bend and straighten the legs. Take a few breaths in and out. In your happy baby, what makes your happy baby happy today? And then slowly, slowly release your feet down. Close the hips. You bring your feet all the way down onto the mat. And we're going to drop our knees to the right into a twist. You could either have your legs on top of each other, or you could have your legs wide apart, maybe opening the arms out again. Find your reclining twist. You might turn head to one side or the other. We start to slowly wind down towards the end of the practice. Take a couple of belly breaths in and out. Let the shoulders, the neck become heavy. And then bring legs back up to center and lower them down to the left side of the mat. Still keeping your shoulders, your head heavy. Again, legs could be wider apart. Or you can bring your legs on top of each other. See what feels Good in your back, in your shoulders, in your hips now. Where do you feel there's space for you to breathe? Take a couple of breaths more in your twist. And then slowly, slowly bring your legs back to center. And we're going to find Savasana pose. Now, you could stay lying down on your back if you want. I'm going to suggest today to lie down on the belly. We've done so much opening along the front line that it might be nice to close in and find your resting pose, lying down on the belly, but that's very optional. Where do you feel you would like to take a moment to rest? You might close your eyes if you want. And just bring your awareness, your full awareness back to your breath. Allowing your in-breaths to slide all the way down to the belly. And with each exhalation, let your body become just a bit heavier. Softening tension, softening effort. Allow yourself to notice each breath in and each breath out. And now I'm going to leave you in this Savasana pose. You can stay with the music for another 5 minutes. I thank you very much for joining in. I hope you enjoyed the practice. Namaste.